Boy jacks family plastic and goes on a Bali vacay after fight. A 12-year-old Sydney boy hilariously stole his mom and dad's credit card, tricked Granny into getting his passport, and jumped on a few flights to Bali, all because of a fight with his mom. According to The Guardian, little dude was told by his mom that he wasn't allowed to go to Bali, so like any normal kid, he immediately hopped online and booked flights and a hotel room. He then told his parents he was going to school, but instead rode his Razor scooter to the train station, wherefrom he made it to the airport. Little man then used a self-check-in kiosk, jumped on a flight to Perth, and then another flight to Bali. When the little dude got to Bali, he checked into the Four Seasons, telling the front desk he was waiting for his sister to arrive. His family had no idea he was living it up until his school said he was absent. After quite a bit of hectic scrambling, they found out he was in Bali, so his mom flew out to collect the boy. Hey, if you're going to go hard or go home. Or go to Bali. Are you a fan of being someplace else? Buckle up.
Luxury space hotel to blast off in 2021. To infinity and where poor people can't afford to go. Startup Orion Span announced on Thursday it plans to build a luxury space hotel to launch in late 2021 and start accepting guests by 2022. A 12-day stay at Aurora Station will begin at $9.5 million. The space station will be roughly the same size as a large private jet cabin. It will be 43.5 feet long by 14.1 feet wide and have a pressurized volume of 5,650 cubic feet. It will orbit at an altitude of 200 miles. For comparison, the International Space Station is 357 feet long and has an internal pressurized volume of 32,333 cubic feet. The Aurora Station will be able to accommodate 4 paying guests and 2 crew members. Orion Span is also planning to add new modules to the space hotel over time. Long term, the company says it hopes to sell actual space and new modules for living or subleasing.
Well, this is unique. Ever thought of air travel in terms of reusable shipping containers? If what a bunch of researchers are doing in Switzerland is anything to go by, that concept might just fly. Developed at the Federal Polytechnic Institute, the pod planes concept could one day allow passengers to board at rail stations. These pods each measure 30 meters in length. After being ferried to the airport, the pod would join others under a giant 60-meter wing. This modular concept aircraft is one of several developed by Swiss researchers called Clip Air. According to CNN, its speed and range would be around the same as most mid-sized commercial aircraft. Maryland gives Elon Musk a nod to begin Hyperloop project. If you build it, they will ride it. Maryland officials have given Elon Musk's The Boring Company the green light to dig tunnels for a Hyperloop project between New York and Washington. The Boring Company plans to dig a 10.3-mile tunnel between the state-owned section of the Baltimore-Washington Parkway, between the Baltimore City Line and Maryland 175 in Hanover. The company has developed tunneling machines that can efficiently drill through soft soil at only a fraction of the cost of traditional tunneling. According to Musk's estimates, a Hyperloop trip between Washington and New York would only take 29 minutes. The Boring Company wants to construct 2 35-mile tunnels between Baltimore and Washington. The 10-mile section approved by Maryland will be the first section of the underground system.
How will Kim Jong-un travel to meet with Donald Trump? The location of next month's meeting is still to be decided. The Washington Post speculates that North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and US President Donald Trump's meeting may take place in the Korean demilitarized zone. Switzerland, Sweden, Russia, and China were also posited, as was the US itself. But it is not clear if the North has the transportation capable of getting there. Analysts told the Post that North Korea has an old Soviet jetliner. This plane from the 1960s has a wingspan of 43 meters, is 53 meters long, and 12 meters tall. It can fly up to 5,400 miles, meaning it could reach Hawaii or the US West Coast if leaving from Pyongyang. Unconfirmed reports last month put Kim in China, saying he got there via an armored green train. If true, he could also travel by rail to a European venue, via Moscow, or to a spot in Russia itself. Another way is for Kim to travel with a shorter distance Air Koryo Tupolev jet. Analysts say Kim could also borrow an aircraft from one of North Korea's neighbors, or travel with South Korea or Sweden. However, the Post reports these options could be embarrassing for the North Korean leader. How do you think the meeting will happen?